Hi, good morning, and thank you so much for having me. My name is Joseph, and today I'll be talking about how we can use chat generative AI to create a better customer experience. Before we get into my talk, I'd just love to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Joseph Simbar. I am a serial entrepreneur. This is my third company that I've founded, and right now, what we do at Mimin is we help businesses to create their own chat journeys, and we've helped more than 55,000 businesses in three countries, and in Indonesia, we're in over 20 provinces and 50 cities. And we're helping in eight different industries, and we've helped both large enterprise and small businesses as well. In Indonesia, we're also part of the Salim Group. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Salim Group, but basically, we're part of a large conglomerate enterprise committed to helping Indonesian SMEs to grow. But back to our topic of the day, using chat and generative AI to create a better customer experience. So today I'll split this talk into three segments: using chat, generative AI, and then creating a better customer experience. So let's start with the first one, using chat. So from the beginning of time, and no matter what our age are, whether we're baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, or Gen Z, you know, we have something that connects us all together, and that is the longing for human connection. Now, this may look differently for across different ages. Maybe for the Gen Zers, the thought of having to call someone is very frightening, right? All we want to do is text and chat. But for Gen X, or maybe the baby boomers, calling is a good way to go. But we have to consider that time has changed, and chat did and has become a primary channel, right? And so, my argument first, is why does chat matters, right? Chat matters because there's a huge market opportunity there, right? The market size of conversational commerce is expected to grow to become $18.4 billion. That's up from 6.8 billion in 2021 alone. What does this mean? If your business is not opening yourself to a chat channel, then you're missing out on a lot of business opportunities. Secondly, research has shown that 91% of global consumers they want real-time assistance in the form of a chat channel. And we see that 73% of those experience a high satisfaction rating when their problems have been met or have been solved through chat. And because of this, we can increase conversion rate, either maybe conversion rate into a purchase or conversion rate into a customer or just conversion rate into a high satisfaction. So we can see that chat matters. We can see the benefits of chat. We can see the importance of chat. But also at the same time, chat itself has a lot of problems. The first one is that chat is very unstructured, right? The way we text is very unstructured. We like to use a lot of colloquial language, and we like to also shorten uh, what we want to say as well, right? So it's a very unstructured way of dealing with things. At the same time, when you open yourself to a chat channel, there's this expectation for you to be able to provide almost an instant reply, right? If you are slow to reply, that equates to a bad customer experience. And because of this instant or expectation of an almost instant reply, then you need to think about more manpower in your customer service team. But that also increase your cost, your HR related costs, and it reduce your scalability capability as well. And finally, let's face it, with chat, there are just limited tools out there, right? Unlike your channels in email or social media, chat, there are very limited tools. So that's why, with all of those problems, my argument goes is that those problems can be solved through the use of generative AI. Now, arguably, these are the two most um, famous or biggest Gen AI companies out there: OpenAI and Google's for text, right? Um, these are just some of their products that they offer in the market. Now we can see what are the benefits of Gen AI itself, right? First one, if we use Gen AI to create chatbot or to integrate that to our system, you're supposed to have a very quick deployment time because you don't need to train your own language modeling, right? They have very smart LLMs, right? Large language models. You only need to provide your own knowledge database, and even the format of the knowledge database that you have to provide, it can be a very unstructured or a very simple format. And the third one is that there are continuous learning capabilities that comes with Gen AI. The second one is that it'll be available 24/7, meaning that you'll be able to serve your clients at any time of the day. Your clients don't have to wait between the office hours to talk to an agent. At any time of the day, they'll be able to ask your business questions, and the chatbot that is embedded with Gen AI will be able to provide the relevant response. The third one is that it is smart, right? They're smart. They can use various languages. And if you use, for example, GPT-4, they are very proficient in the world's top 80 languages, right? So in the context of Malaysia, for example, English, Mandarin, Tamil, and Bahasa Melayu, those four languages are very much supported. Not only can they serve multi-language, they'll be able to understand your intent as well as your context in terms of the chatting, right? They'll be able to provide tonal differences, right? So, for example, if you're retail customers or if you're an F&B business, maybe you want to provide a more relaxed language. But if you're in the banking sector, or maybe you're a property agent, things like that, maybe you need to be more formal, right? All of these tonal differences you can adjust with the use of Gen AI. And finally, they'll be able to reply with very interactive and engaging responses as well. Finally, it is cost efficient. You don't need to build your own language modeling. You don't need to keep training it, right? And also, it's very tech efficient. You'll be able to integrate to third-party systems. Hence, you'll be able to provide personalized replies, right? The worst thing you want to do with Gen AI chatbot is that not integrating it to any system, right? Because that means the knowledge that this chatbot would have would be very limited. What you'll be able to do, or what I recommend for you guys to do, is to look into integrating it into your core systems so that your AI can become smarter and smarter over time. And so those are the benefits. But how do you choose which Gen AI platform or which companies to work with, right? When building your own Gen AI chatbot? Several things. The first one I would recommend is for you to define your goals and needs. Determine what are the applications you want to build. What are the goals? What are the KPIs you want to achieve? Is it you want to increase your revenue? Is it you want to reduce customer wait time? You want to increase customer satisfaction? Make sure that internally your goals and needs are properly defined. Secondly, making sure that you understand your own internal technical capabilities. Do you have an in-house development team? Or do you perhaps should partner with experts? What internal resources do you have? What timeline are you looking for? Because why is it important to consider all of these? It's because when building something like this, it's not a one-time build, right? Just like with any apps, just with any technical products, it's vitally important for you to keep working on it, keep building on it so that it becomes more and more relevant, it becomes smarter over time. But if you don't have your own in-house development team, how are you supposed to do that? Maybe you want to partner with experts, but what sort of experts? Again, it ties back to your own goals and needs. The third one, think about scalability and integrations. How do you integrate to your own core system? Maybe to your ERP system, maybe to your POS system, maybe to your CRM, right? And how do you address your security and data privacy concerns? Maybe you need to have someone who can walk you through your security and data privacy concerns. And finally, do analyze your costs and benefits, right? Are there economies of scale here? What are the business models that maybe a third-party vendor is offering? Is it a CapEx? Is it an OpEx? These are all of the things that I recommend for you to consider before choosing your own Gen AI platform. So far I've talked about chat, the importance of chat, and the problems of chat, right? And the solution that Gen AI can bring. Now let's tie this all together on how we could create a better customer experience. So here are my three key pointers to creating a better customer experience through generative AI. First, making sure that your design is user-centric, right? Have a clear goal and understanding of your Gen AI chatbot. Understand really the context that you want this bot to be able to do. But most importantly, reach where your customers are. Where do you want to implement this chatbot? Is it in your app or is it in your website? Or maybe you want to implement it in WhatsApp because that's where your customers are already. These are the things for you to consider. Second is to have a seamless integration and transition, right? It's very important. I've said this multiple times to integrate to a third-party system so that the whole system or so that the whole customer journey becomes seamless. And the third one is to always continuously learn and develop and work on your chatbot, right? Always iterate your chatbot. If you see something that's not working, maybe the chatbot isn't responding how you want it to respond to customers on certain prompts, fix that, right? So it's all about building deep AI integration, right? The platform itself, OpenAI, Google, Vertex, it doesn't really matter, right? Or which one you want to build. The most important thing is the application itself, right? What are the different applications that you want to build using Gen AI chatbot? Is it maybe you want to build a personal shopper chatbot, enable your customers to transact through WhatsApp without the use of human admin? Or maybe you want to have a customer service handling a customer service chatbot handling your customers' questions, right? Whatever it is, be sure that you understand the different types of applications. So now I'd like to give you several examples here, right? In the automotive industry, right? Maybe you could build a chatbot where you have a personalized shopper where the customers can ask anything about the vehicles of their interest, right? They can maybe then direct the customer to a sales agent, right? This can also function as a lead generative assistant. Or maybe it can work as a sales and financing information. Maybe if the customers have questions about, hey, if I want to purchase this car, what's the interest rate? What's my loan payments, right? All of these things, your chatbot, this Gen AI chatbot can do. Service assistance. Have your chatbot send reminders to your customers that, hey, it's time for you to maintain your car. Or maybe it can also help you with booking and scheduling as well. All right. Are you starting to get an idea on some of the different applications you can create? In terms of financial services, maybe you can implement it for a call deflection journey, right? With this call deflection, maybe you have high load call in your customer service. You can deflect those calls into WhatsApp, for example, but you can use chatbot to serve those questions. So then you can reduce the load on your agents, right? You can create different scenarios so that maybe for certain or for more complex questions, you can redirect it back to a live agent. But for the majority of the FAQs, frequently asked questions, enable your chatbot to be able to serve those. Or maybe you're in the retail and F&B industries, right? This is an example of a pizza parlor, right? A customer. I can ask you, hey, what pizzas do you sell? It can give me the menu, the photos. It can also give me a recommendation. What's a good one with the mushroom, right? And then if I want to purchase that, I can just go through the whole customer journey. I can even ask, hey, it can even ask me what type of delivery service which I like to use, right? And then from there, what you can do is they could give you a recap of your orders, and then from there you can just check out using a payment gateway partner, right? So these are all the different examples or applications that you can do, that you can create with a generative AI chatbot. So let's recap. Using chat is an underutilized channel with lots of benefits, but consider its challenges too. With generative AI, it can solve those challenges, right? And combining those two, you'll be able to create a better customer experience. Build a user-centric design, built with system integration in mind, and to continuously develop your chatbot. So in summary, using chat and generative AI, you'll be able to create that personalized interaction to each individual customer and mass. I thank you again for your time, and I look forward to talking with some of you. This is my contact. Would love to connect with some of you or maybe all of you and talk about how we could help you guys as well. Thank you so much.